Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to MLS Journeyman with Zebu Nation. We are here now with our final few games with Inter Miami. Going to move on to LA Galaxy next year, but first, gotta try to, do some unfinished business here. Because we do have 2 Supporters Shield championships with Inter Miami. We have a Champions League championship, but now we're trying to win an MLS Cup victory, and that begins today versus none other than the New England Revolution. Let's take a look at the playoffs if we can. Let's go back to the first round, because honestly, I have no idea what has occurred. I haven't even looked at it, and we shall see. Philadelphia over Toronto 2-1. And then Philadelphia over Atlanta United 2-1, who had beaten Montreal Impact 2-1. So a lot of 2-1 results going on over there on that side of the bracket, which puts Philadelphia into the Eastern Conference Final. Now, New England, meanwhile, had to get past New York City in penalties in the first round. We had a bye in the first round, and that's how we get to New England. Okay, so if you saw my last episode, you know that New England has a bit of a possession style, so they could cause us some problems because we also like to have a possession style, so it could be kind of a slow game. Meanwhile, Western Conference, we have San Jose and LAFC both advancing 2-0 scores. San Jose beating Portland, LAFC beating Real Salt Lake. They faced off in the semifinal, and LAFC makes it to the Western Conference Final. Minnesota in the first round beat Colorado 3-1, and now they face Houston, who had a bye. Houston won the Western Conference regular season. So it's going to be one of these two, Minnesota or Houston versus LAFC. Okay, so that's the playoffs. Now, we got some situations going on here with our own club, most notably injuries. I don't know what we did in practice in the last 2 weeks. There was like a little international break in there, as there seems to be every year now with MLS. They finish the regular season, then they have an international break, and then they do the playoffs, which is fine. It's better than how they did it before with an international break in between the playoffs. It killed all momentum. But now we just sort of had to sit there for 2 weeks and beat each other up in practice. Look who's injured. Suarez, out, broken ribs. 4 to 6 weeks, he's missing the playoffs. Shaq Moore, sprained knee ligaments. 3 to 6 weeks, he's out. Matías Ceballos, sports hernia, 3 weeks. He's missing the playoffs. Kyle Williams, fringe player, but he twisted an ankle. He's out 2 weeks. He's going to at least miss this game, perhaps the next game. And then Alex Mendez, for the second season in a row, injures himself just before the playoffs, pulled thigh. Now, he could be back for next week's game, but he's out for this week's game. So that's 2 right backs, 2 midfielders, and a central defender, all of whom played, at least somewhat, and they're all out, including 2 starters who are out. So it's not been a great week of practice. Oh boy, so that gets us to the match preview. New England is not the favored. We are at home at Miami Freedom Park, 23,854 tickets sold, so not quite a sellout. 69 degrees, partly cloudy and gusty, so not a wonderful October night for Miami. It's a little chilly. New England, they've had our number the last few seasons. They've got 3 wins and 2 draws, and we have only defeated them once in our 6 times that we've played them. We've got 3 players injured and out. They've got 2 out and 1 doubtful. Acevedo's out, Hollingshead's out, and Milton Valenzuela is doubtful. Okay, head coach Hernan Medford, Costa Rican. I think we've looked at this guy before. Great man management and motivating adaptability. An attacking coach who apparently likes the possession style. Seems to be what he does. Yeah, vertical tiki-taka, apparently. Passing style. Yeah, that's pretty much. He came here in New England 2021. We shall see. Where did New England finish? They were 11th in the Supporters' Shield. So, it's a bit of an upset run for them here in the playoffs. We'll see. We'll see if they can keep that going against the number 1 team in the league. So as you can see, we have some depth issues because of the roster management situation I mentioned in the last episode, where we only have 22 players. So with 5 of them injured, we don't have a seventh substitute on the bench. So we're going into the game with 6 substitutes. Ain't nothing we can do about that. We got a pretty decent squad out there. Most of our starters and most guys who have played before, but we'll see. All right, so we do have Johnson in goal. Martins. Banos is going to go on the right-hand side since we're all out of right backs. He's going over there. Perez and Trusty in central defense. Norman dropping to Segundo. Felipe, we're moving him back to Mazzala like we did in the playoffs last year when Mendez got injured. So, at least it's something we've done before. Pellegrini on the left, Hejderovic on the right, Reyna back in the middle, and Martin up top. Meanwhile, they have Knight, Amal Knight, 26 concessions in 35 appearances, taking the captain's armband in goal. Calafiore on the left, Denise on the right, Justin Glad, and Shane O'Neill. Yep. Shane O'Neill, 23 starts this year. Alanis, Martin Alanis. 10 starts this year. It's not a lot of starts. 1 goal, 1 assist. Michael Iniguez. 30 starts. 1 goal in the midfield. Gill on the right. Looks like he'd be their leading assist man. 7 assists. 7.12 rating. We're going to have to keep an eye on him. Looks like a youngster, Josh Bell. 1 start, 1 goal. That's all he's had. And Bao Gustavo, 12 goals, leading goal scorer on the season. Who's this Bell character? Is he a draft pick? He is from their academy. Wow, youngster. Only 18 years of age, whatever. Yeah, he looks decent. He's got some pace and some finishing, some flair off the ball. He's got it where it counts as a youngster. He just doesn't really have all the extra bits of his game yet. So if he gets the ball, he can score, but he's not going to do a heck of a lot else. All right, let's get to the match. Match. Dressing room. Okay. Good mood among the players. That's good. Tell the team to put a better performance than last time. Okay, let's be assertive. Avenge what happened against New England. Everybody loves vengeance. It's the latest sitcom from CBS. Everybody loves vengeance. Sean Johnson's lack of match fitness. Is he? 87% is okay. He's good to go. He's fine. Who is this? Jason Ghazali from Goal.com. Untrustworthy, but with great respect. Absence of Shaq Moore. Yeah. I'd rather have him, but I believe in the team selected today. How useful is Banos versus... if Banos wasn't versatile, we'd be out of luck right now, because he's really our only backup fullback of any sort right now. Let's see. How many preparations affected by the 17-day gap? We're lacking some sharpness, for sure. Here we go. Home field advantage. Let's feel it in Freedom Park. We need to... Let's extend those highlights. Extendo vision. Encourage our players to play a shorter passing game. Okay. I have no reason to doubt you at this point, so we'll make the changes. Have not got a highlight so far. Here we go. We're in the gray home jerseys. Norman gets it stolen by Dennis. He's on the run across midfield down the near sideline. Defense forces him to switch field. Calafiore has to drop it all the way back, just about back to midfield, passing it back and forth. Martin lurking, waiting. Justin Glad has to throw it all the way back to goalkeeper, and New England's got to start again. But this is their possession style. They would rather dump it backwards than dump it forwards. Let's see if Martin can make them pay. Can pounce on an errant ball. That would be nice. So it's interesting that New England makes it all the way downfield and then basically starts it over. There's Philippe with a big steal. Martin behind the defense. Martin just wide. Whew. Looks like we might be able to catch these boys on the counterattack. Here's New England with a throw in their own territory. Okay, they're booting it downfield a little bit. Having trouble getting past our midfielders, but Norman can't get to that one. Norman's a little slower than I would like, but, he's usually in position. He just can't make big athletic plays like that. All right, and meanwhile, New England doing this again, dropping it back. And we're trying to pressure them. O'Neal. Out wide, far side. Calafiore sends it deep. Still cannot make it downfield with any sort of deep pass. Baños intercepts. Reyna now around one defender. Between the defense. Takes a shot. Knight easily stops it. These guys are definitely getting frustrated. Anytime they try a long pass downfield to get any sort of momentum, they lose it. Just like this. Baños again intercepts at midfield. Perez. Let's center it here, boys. You got a midfielder wide open. Nope. Okay. Okay, drop it back to Johnson. See what we can do. We're gonna copy New England's tactics here a little bit. Trying to keep possession. Okay, come on, Perez. Again, you got the midfielder wide open here. Is that not a place to pass it? There we go. Norman finally collects it. Gets it out wide to Martin. Okay, Pellegrini's going to take it from him across midfield. A little bit of communication breakdown, but that's okay. Norman to Reyna. See if Reyna... No, he gets fouled, but he continues. Pass one man. Pass two. Great pass to Hajdarevic. Sends it wide. Okay. I mean, we seem to be the better team right now. Both teams 50% possession, but we have 5 shots. They have 0 shots. They can't hardly make it past midfield. They can control the ball in their own end all they want. Okay. So, we look like the better team in that first half. We had definitely more chances because they had no chances. 53% possession. It's good. It's fine. No problem. All right, dressing room. Pep talk. You're performing well. Keep it up, and the result will come. Let's go. I don't know what else to do tactics-wise. Maybe we could tell them to get more creative. Loosen the reins a little bit. But, we dominated that first half. So if we just, get one of those shots on time and on target, then, we should win this game. It all comes down to, can we sneak one past the keeper? Here we go. Pellegrini. Cross midfield. Through the defense. He's got some space. Sends it near side. Hajdarevic. Hajdarevic looking. Sends it back across to Pellegrini. Header over. Okay. All right. We're doing okay, but here we go. Martins. Free kick. Sends it across. Perez heads it down. Tried to get it in the mixer, but it was able to get cleared. He does recover it, though. We're going to reset the attack. Martin to Reyna. Reyna going to take it. Okay. Not the best shot I've ever seen. How are we doing here? Pellegrini's not playing so well. All right, 53 minutes. Going to try to get another attack. Norman has it across midfield. Philippe switches field to Pellegrini, who's wide open, and that was awful. Okay, Dennis messes up Martin. Back to Pellegrini. Centers it. Reyna, score. Okay. So Pellegrini fouled up big time, but then the defense returned the favor and just left the ball on the end line. Yikes, that was terrible. I mean, the ball was going out, and he stops it, and then he can't make it back, loses it. That's a frustrating play from the point of view of New England. I mean, he should have just let that roll out. There was no reason for him to stop that ball. And there we go. We're up 1, 60 minutes. New England trapped in their own half. Can't seem to get anything going. Just, our forward pressure is just stifling their possession. I mean, they're able to keep some possession, but if they lose it, it's just so devastating because they're in their own half. And it's like instant counterattack. Calafiore gets it forward. Now he charges forward. Okay. New England still not across midfield. There we go. O'Neal bombs it forward. As soon as they cross midfield, they lose it. Reyna steals it. Charging through the defense. Again, not a terrific shot. But, we'll take it. We'll take it. Here we go. Throw in near side. New England finally in Miami territory for like the first time all game with a little bit of possession. Iniguez drops it back to just about midfield. O'Neal gets it stolen from Reyna again. And we're off. Reyna slicing past the defense. Another lackluster shot. What can I say? He's not a striker. That's why he's not our striker. All right. I mean, Reyna's got a 7.8 rating. He's got a goal. We're not going to take him out. The only guy who's not playing well at all is Martin. So we're going to bring in Carranza and see if the youngster, our leading goal scorer this year, we'll see what he can do. This isn't a huge game, but maybe it is a little too big. Maybe, Martin is not a playoff player. He's a regular season player. We'll see. Here we go. Corner. Martin sends it in. Headed out by Glad, but Norman gets a toe on it. Sends it wide. 85 minutes. Just need to hold on, boys. We just need to hold on. Let's be positive. Let's lower the tempo. Waste some time. Try to get out of here with a victory. All right, we're starting it. We're starting it in our own end. Little tricky here. New England is putting on some more pressure. Okay. Perez to Philippe. Let's get it out wide to fullback. Or, down the near sideline to Hajdarevic, who's wide open. Tries to get past one man. Loses it to Calafiore. And New England's going to start their attack. Michel almost loses it to Reyna. Reyna has been a pest on defense at the midfield line. There's Martins winning the header. Norman, trusty Miami regains possession. Sure. That's a saying. Regains possession. Yeah. All right. Anyway. It's a mega highlight we got going on here. Let's see who messes up first. There's Perez losing it. Okay. Bo is like swarmed. Baños gets in there. Okay. Good defense. Swarming defense. I like it. I like it a lot. 4 minutes of extra time. Just about up. Here we go. Should be the final highlight. Should be a 1-0 victory. Big foul. Frustration foul by Michel, if that is your name. And there we go. There we go. Nice little 1-0 victory. 55-minute terrible mess up by New England defense. I mean, they gifted us that goal. Reyna, he put it in the back of the net. But that was a gift. New England, oof, what was their game plan here? One shot. If that one shot had gone in, then fair play. But that's putting a lot of eggs in one little basket, my friends. We dominated. 54% possession, 17 shots, 9 on target. It's keeping up with our 50% ratio there. New England with 23 fouls. Not exactly sure what their game plan was there. Just try to go for a 0-0 draw on the road. Doesn't really work when it's not a two-legged affair. So there we go. Pep talk. Good win, boys. Good win. I wonder if coaches have adjusted to that yet. It's like no longer being two-legged affair means they got to go to win these playoff games. Could be something to think about. Yeah, so there we go. Inter Miami shine in the win. We already know who we're playing against. We are playing Philadelphia in the Eastern Conference Finals. You know, we made it to the Cup final last year. Let's see if we can get there again and win it. But that'll be for next time. So, until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.